Yeah, I'm back again, going over this same video because people like to play games as if the video doesn't speak for itself. See, some people like to play the video and then tell you what you heard, and they don't say verbatim, and that's dangerous. So what we're going to see here is I'm speaking to the host of the show. I said something in response to what the host said, and then Earz to the street jumps in and makes a remark to me. I wasn't talking to him. He makes a remark to me, directly to me. And then I respond to his remark. So he's going to try to spin it and say that I tried to convince him that Queen Regina is this way or that way. I was speaking and he got offended. He got offended and had something to say. So I responded to what he had to say, and that's what created the situation where I went into more depth about my issues with Queen Regina. So if this nigga didn't say anything, we probably would have moved on. He sounded like he needed some clarification as to what I was saying, when everybody in the room understood what I was saying. Everybody in the audience understood. He was the only one that was lost. So we're going to play it. And we're going to play it right through so we can hear this shit.
Some way down the line, they might come to an agreement. They might not. Well, this is the one thing I'm going to say in response to that real quick. Because she uses KB name a lot. And when she uses it as if she's basically already spoke to him, and whatever she's saying has been approved. So when she does that, and KB is aware of this, and he doesn't say, I didn't know that, or he doesn't say anything about it, it's starting to look like she's doing all this shit for KB. Because she still keeps, like she just said, he know that I asked Lonnie. At the end of the day, I didn't hear that from him. I'm hearing it from you, and this is how this shit keep fucking going because you keep using his name, and this is the problem. I don't hear him saying this shit. And I'm wondering, like, nigga, do you hear that she's always using your name? Can you say something? Can you say something so that we could know? Because if you okay in this shit, it's fine. It's fine. But, nigga, we keep thinking you not. She saying you is. You ain't saying shit. What the fuck is going on here?
I mean, I feel like that's just their business, though.
You see? Who's talking to this nigga? Did I say anything to him? I didn't say anything to this man. He wants to inject his feelings. So now I'm going to respond. He wanted to inject. He could have just shut the fuck up. Everybody else was quiet. This nigga had something to say.
It is, unless you keep bringing it in the chat and saying, yo, KB sent me to say this. KB told me to tell y'all, what the fuck is going on? What's that?
No, sis, here. Let me just answer that, bro. It's just like how Buddy came to the chat. He was like, I know something that you guys don't know, right? You feel me? So I feel like everything happens for a reason. That's just my opinion. But he came to the chat and he was like, y'all boys unsubscribe from me. He also said he knew something that we didn't know. Once he came to the panel, he said, it's nothing, right? Didn't he say it was nothing?
Yo, I don't even know why this nigga be opening his mouth. This has to be the dumbest nigga that ever be on the panels, bro. No matter what we talking about, as soon as this nigga talking, you don't know what the fuck he's talking about. You know why? Because this nigga is spaced the fuck out. This nigga just talking about somebody talking about they know something we don't know. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? You see, this is the shit. Like, these niggas really have nothing to fucking say. They have nothing to fucking say, yo. Every time the nigga talk, it just gets real quiet and awkward when he's finished. Because nobody actually has anything to say in response to what he says, because he never makes sense. This nigga's the dumbest nigga that ever be on panels. I could vouch for that because this motherfucker, I've been on the panels with this nigga a couple times, and I just have to act like, you know what? I'm gonna just ignore this nigga because this nigga's retarded, son. Yeah, whatever the fuck his name is, that nigga under me in the screen is fucking retarded, and every time he's on a panel, every time he talks, it gets an awkward silence when he's finished because this nigga's so fucking stupid.
So he said it was nothing, but it was to trigger some type of reaction from us.
Something's wrong here, bro. And this is the one thing that I see is going to create the next fucking problem, nigga. Something's fucking wrong here. Somebody's not saying something, and something's not making fucking sense here. And I don't like my intelligence insulted, bro. And nobody ain't saying shit. What the fuck is going on here? She's using this nigga name. Is he okay with this? Does he know? Because she's coming to niggas in the chats talking about, she's speaking in basically for this nigga. So it's either he needs to give us the okay to let us know, like, we should listen to what the fuck she's saying because she keep using this fucking name.
I understand what you're saying with that.
I'm not really hip.
I understand what you're saying towards that.
Maybe I missed that part. Shit, I don't know. I ain't never heard her come in.
Listen, I don't care either way. None of that shit really matters to me. But if I gotta try to make sense of some shit, I gotta be honest, nigga. Something ain't making. I can keep quiet about this shit all day. I'm watching this shit. I'll be quiet about it. But nigga, if I gotta say something, nigga, something needs to be fucking said.
Said, okay.
I don't even really feel like.
See the awkward silence? Yeah, nobody wants to speak on what I said. Got real awkward.
Bro, even like really. If
makes
it
sense.
don't apply, then it's like let it fly. You feel me?
You see, there she go. Says it didn't make sense to me when you mounted Skinny Panel and joined him in bashing me. See, I didn't mount Skinny Panel and join him in bashing her. So that's a lie. Oh man, this is crazy. So I joined on Skinny's panel. So if you say I mounted Skinny's panel, that's a lie. Joined him in bashing you. You're gonna have to be specific. Like, what did I do to join him in bashing you? That's what I'm saying.
You see the comment says it.
I see it, and now I'm convinced. I understand. I don't think KB has anything to do with this. Cause I just saw the comment, and I'm willing to now believe.
See, I saw the comment. I realized that this lady be lying, and now I refuse to listen to anything she says because by her accusations on me, I can call her a liar.
That KB don't have anything to do with this.
Exactly. Like that's what I mean by like if it don't really apply, then let it fly. Because I'm still kind of like I understand what you just said, but I'm still not hip to like her.
Or maybe I'm
really using his name like the way that they were disparaging it. You feel me? So if anything, that's what I'm a grant, but I can't justify what you saw. You feel me?
I don't know what the fuck this nigga talking about as usual, but anyway.
Miss Regina, what he's talking about is just because you say he is a liar, that's the only reason why I'm addressing it. But only reason.
There she go again, calling me a liar. No one has heard me use KB's name. The host saw you use his name in the chat. The chat saw you do it. So we're not lying. I'm not lying. So this right here, this type of shit right here would cause a person to have to point out this shit.
Why he said that because you did use it in Lonnie on Lonnie platform when you was on Lonnie platform when you asked her, does KB know that her and Gil be having conversations? So when you say it like that, it makes it seem like if she's having a conversation with Gil, he has to be, I guess he got to be made aware of it. That's how you making it seem. Like it got to go through him first. But you said he didn't have a problem with it. If you could get on Lonnie panel, because this is you know what I'm saying. If you could get on Lonnie panel, or you know what I'm saying, then y'all could clarify it, because sometimes things get lost through text.
I'm a deer in the headlights right now. So
yeah, it is what it is.
This nigga always a deer in the headlights, nigga. That's your new name, nigga. Deer on headlights.
I listen. I won't argue with that woman, because I have respect for her at the end of the day.
So now, this lady's calling me a liar. She's saying that she didn't use Kwame's name. The host just had to remind her, yes, you did. She actually used it in the chat, but the host didn't mention that. But that's what caused the disruption. So she's in the chat typing, as you can see. He highlighted a couple of her comments, but she's in the chat typing, talking shit. So, but she called me a liar and says no one heard me use KB's name. Now that's not true. So once I saw this, I then gave my more of my feelings on the situation. This motherfucker, Earz to the streets, keep acting like I'm over here trying to convince him. So he's full of shit.
So you talking about somebody scared? It's not being scared, bro.
Well, I got respect.
So he's the host is responding to somebody in the chat talking about niggas scared to speak out against Queen Regina. Okay.
I got respect for listen. I grew up with respect at the end of the day. Like, and I'll stay in a child's place because she's my elder. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I have to be an adult and actually speak on the subject, I have something to say. And in this chat, she spoke for KB again, saying that KB knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you put out these narratives out there, now if I'm taking you as an honest woman, every time you say this type of shit, you're making me think that KB is okay with everything that you're doing.
So here she go again. Sis didn't know me and he pushed a 3,000 block lie yesterday. That wasn't true, because I didn't push no lie about her yesterday, especially about the block stuff. So even when she asked me about it, I had to make clarification. And if you see my video about me and Queen Regina, she asked me about it and we cleared that up completely. So I knew at this moment that this wasn't true.
And that you speak to him and that he gives you clearance and he'd be like, you know what? Go ahead. And if he is, then I'm telling you that I'm going to start feeling like I don't agree with what KB is doing, because I honestly hope that he's not giving you the okay to do this, because if he is, I might have to fall back from him, because a lot of shit you're doing is destructive. And if he's okay in this shit, he's actually the agent of destruction by allowing you to do this shit.
I'm trying to figure out where you going with this, though.
All
Like,
right, you hear when a hit dog, when a hit dog hollers, okay, because we clearly see I'm not talking to this nigga. I'm not talking to this nigga. I am not talking to Earz to the streets. This motherfucker inserted himself because he got offended when I said that Agent of Chaos shit about KB. So that's why this man is so upset. That's how we got into the back and forth of me telling him what my issues was. Because as you can hear, I don't see where you going with this. Well, nigga, you want to see where I'm going with it? Let me show you where I'm going with it. Funny nigga.
like how did
half that whole side across the street, brother.
if these women?
KB name to her stuff to make
No, it's people. Just because people are supporters of a person, that doesn't mean they're attaching their whole life.
So how did this discussion go further? Earz to the streets. Earz to the streets. Now I don't see where you going with this, man. And then Deron tried to say something, and then Earz tried to ask a question. Earz is questioning me. These motherfuckers ain't shit.
Everything they do. This man does not have strings to make everybody make their own moves what they feel protects them. So I don't understand how it goes back just to the man that used to play basketball.
You see? I spoke about what Queen Regina was doing with KB's name, and here comes this nigga. He needs more clarity because he don't understand why KB name is involved in this shit. Nigga, I just said why. I just said why, because of Queen Regina, nigga. Why the fuck can't you understand that? I know why. Because you already had your agenda and you already was there to defend, nigga. You was already there to defend. So you tried to get me to say more by acting like you ain't know what the fuck I was talking about. Man.
Everybody's all the people on the other side is doing that, and she's giving them ammo. So they're looking for a reason.
So of course she's looking for allies. That is very, you know what I'm saying? That
See what I'm saying? This nigga here, he got an answer to everything I'm saying. Like, he don't know nothing about nothing, but yet still everything I'm saying, this nigga got an answer to, and I'm responding back, and we're going back and forth. And then he goes and say, I tried to convince him. Then he goes and say, I tried to convince him on this panel. On this panel, he says, I tried to convince him. Oh, this fucking duck is boiled, nigga. We having Peking duck. Peking duck tonight. This nigga is finished.